Dawgface calls out Cartel Bo for trying to put out a fake narrative on Allstar JR. Dawgface saying that Cartel Bo is trying to spin the narrative.
Hey, Cartel Bo, shut your ass up, that false narrative ass, spreading lies ass, deceitful ass, manipulative ass, fucking way you trying to explain that shit, Cartel Bo. What you talked about? When you talked about what's most likely to have happened, based on the preponderance of evidence, based on my own personal experience, based on how the feds move. Hey, listen, man, I don't even know your personal situation, but let me tell you what niggas know from Detroit. Just because you got a Fed case, don't make you no motherfucker Johnny Cochran. Just because you got a Fed case or had a Fed case, don't make you Mark Garagos, man. It's a million motherfuckers who got Fed cases who ain't even did Fed case shit. Now, I don't know what you went to prison for, but a lot of times when they go to the Fed joint, they go to the Fed joint because they had a long criminal history, and the shit they went to the Fed joint for ain't necessarily Fed worthy. It's just because the Feds picked it up. That's number one.
Cartel Bo was saying the statement he feel like Allstar JR is going to give the feds is going to be the reason why the feds go after the Prince family. But Dawgface is saying this. Dawgface is like, hey, man, you can't even say that because JR didn't talk to the feds after the situation happened. The guys who got shot are in the hospital. You think the people ain't you think the people ain't go and talk to them before they got in touch with anybody else? Cartel Bo is basically saying it like this, man. I done seen stuff like this play out.
My mother comments on this old shit, because they see the feds when got all wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? Tell y'all how this gonna go. You can mark my words, you can write this shit down, take a picture, record it, screen save it. I don't give a f. And it's gonna go exactly like this, and I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. Them people went booked Junior, Allstar Junior, because they know for a fact in their hearts and their minds, this nigga gonna tell on Prince, and this nigga gonna tell on Bean and them. Yeah, he ain't gonna go to jail, and they done tried to do whatever they tried to do. We gonna get this statement saying them niggas came down there to rob him. That's why he took that gun, and they gonna try to RICO all them niggas. They gonna try to RICO them niggas. I don't want that shit to happen. I don't hate that shit. I would hate for that shit to happen. But man, if I'm being a real nigga, man, lawyer up, gang. It's finna get real around this bitch. I'm finna see some shit. Because all they got to do is say, this affiliate and this person or whatever was here at the same time, doing this at the same time. That's why they didn't go for Ben. Talking about that's why they didn't go for Junior. Talking about our Junior. That's why they didn't do that. Because they know. We don't want that. We want this nigga to go in this federal courtroom and say, y'all tried to come rob him for his chain on paperwork. That's what they on. Either he finna go do this time for this felon in possession of gun case, or this finna tell us y'all came and tried to rob him and he had to take a gun from y'all to save his own life. It's gonna be one of the two. And if he do that, it's gonna get real ugly around this, bro. It's gonna get ugly, bro.
And Dawgface is calling cap on that right there, man. Dawgface is saying basically, man, you ain't about to make it seem like the guy from Detroit just gonna be the guy who get these guys in trouble. It's not even going like that. The timelines and things is not adding up, man. Dawgface goes off on Cartel Bo, man, saying that he know he probably got some priors or anything that's going on, man, but you gotta think about it, bro. If the situation go down the way that they saying it went down, Ben 10 is in the hospital. Allstar JR, soon as it happened, word on the street, he hit the road. So why are they not gonna go speak with the alleged suspected victim?
Number two, when you talk about what's most likely to have happened based on the preponderance of evidence, based on what you see or what you gather or what you glean, why are you skipping over the fact that what most likely happened is the feds questioned Ben 10, 3, Ron, and everybody else who was there, especially the motherfuckers who got shot. It was more than just two people who got shot. The two people who suffered the worst injuries are the two who was up close on the really trying to inflict the most motherfucking damage and pain. As the video motherfucking shows, it don't take no motherfucking statement for nobody else to figure that out because you can see it on video. And I've seen the entire video. I've seen the footage of these niggas in the parking lot having a meeting, which destroys the whole theory of Junior got up there last. See, we got multiple stories being told here. So let me calm myself down so I can tell the multiple stories within a decent time frame. When Jay Prince Jr. made his statement on Instagram, He said he gave a long soliloquy and a long timeline, an outline, a chronological timeline of what happened that day. He said it was his aunt's birthday. He had to go to a family affair, which was his aunt's birthday party. That's one. Number two, he said he had to go to physical therapy, and we're assuming that it was to get his knee drained because a couple of days after this shit happened, he's showing himself getting his knee drained in physical therapy. Now, that's what he said. He said that he got to the party late. He arrived at the party late. That's what he said, right? Because he had to do his aunt's birthday party and family gathering, and he had to do physical therapy. That's what he said. Okay? When academics first came down after he talked to motherfuckers from the NBA Camp 3 and Ben 10, academics said that Ben 10 and the rest of the crew, OG3, said that they got invited up to confessions by Junior. They were already out and about. I have since verified that that was true. It was never an original party up at motherfucking confessions. They got to confessions 30 minutes before it closed. So that destroyed the whole motherfucking narrative. And it blew up the whole motherfucking timeline about what happened and when it happened and why it happened. That's number one. Number two, they also told academics that Junior invited them up to confessions. They were already out and about. How y'all skipping over that? And how you skipping over the fact that, once again, what most likely happened is that while these niggas was in the hospital, shot the up, disfigured, dismembered, and paralyzed like the we said, these niggas, you mean tell me that it's not likely that the police would have questioned these niggas about what happened? That ain't likely. That don't make no sense. The only thing that makes sense is when they picked up Allstar JR, they're trying to press him to tell what happened and put the gun in somebody's hand and blah, blah, blah. That ain't no motherfucker. You repeat that shit as if that shit is Freudian or something. You repeat that shit like you Brian Steele on the YSL case, nigga. That's what everybody motherfucking know. So what's most likely to have happened, let me tell you, my dear sir, what most likely happened is the police questioned these niggas and these niggas gave their version of what happened, right? Because from the way it looks from the outside, it looks like they were the aggressors. They were the attackers. That's what it looks like. So if the police is going to question somebody, they would certainly question the motherfuckers based on what they see. Based on the information and evidence they have on hand, they would question the motherfuckers who appear to be the motherfuckers ones who did the motherfucking assault to begin with. Allstar JR got the phone. They never had the opportunity to question him. They spoke to him through his motherfucking lawyer. So when they picked him up, most likely what happened is, or the reason why they picked him up, most likely is because of the stories or the version of the events that these NBA told. That's what's most likely to have happened. That's what's most likely to have happened, motherfucker. Don't leave that part out. Don't try to spin no motherfucking narrative to make JR look like, oh, the feds believe he gonna tell. The feds can believe whatever the they want to believe. That don't mean that's what the gonna happen. Now, what's most likely to have happened, what you should have said, and what you so eloquently and so articulately missed out, what's most likely to have happened is the feds have gathered all the evidence they can gather without talking to JR, because they never talked to JR. And then they proceeded to follow up the investigation because now they need JR's story. But these Ben 10, these motherfucking Baton Rouge, these country neck bone, pickle, pig feet eating ass, you telling me they sit up in the hospital room, fingers blue, bagging paralyzed, grazed up and everything else they trying to say? You mean to tell me that the feds, local law enforcement ain't asked these niggas no question? This nigga been in the hospital 2 weeks and ain't no police, ain't no federal investigators come there and ask this nigga nothing. And if they did, according to what you trying to allude to, he ain't said nothing. It's all on JR to provide the motherfucking information. So the feds and local and state law enforcement ain't asked them NBA niggas nothing. They ain't asked Junior nothing. If you telling me that's what happened, then what you're doing is you pointing out how this shit is really suspect. Because how in the do you on camera appear to be the motherfucker committing the motherfucking crime or initiating the criminal activity? How the you not get questioned? How y'all don't get questioned? Cartel Bo, what the is you talking about? Don't try to put, oh, the feds picked him up because the feds know and believe he gonna tell. What about the who was shot up in the hospital on with a bag attached to their mother sag, like a pistol in the Wild Wild West? What about that?
Y'all can see Dawgface is not going, man. He ain't giving Cartel Bo the benefit of the doubt for nothing, bro. He's saying, hey, man, Ben 10 and them guys probably are the one who gave a fraudulent story. Now they done seen the footage and everything, man, and now they going after Allstar JR for his story. Is he gonna give it up? Dawgface is doubting that, bro. He's saying he ain't gonna give it up because it's already been gave up. The whole key thing is behind this though, man, is J Prince Jr., bro. He keeping the smoke on his daddy. And the squad, man, he's under the Eagles' eye right now, bro. He got the boys watching them heavy. And if Allstar JR, if he, you know what I'm saying, it all depends on if is he gonna take it to the gate. I ain't saying if he could say whatever he gonna say, gonna make this case closed for the Prince family and the Fed situation. Not saying that at all. But hey, bro, Dawgface saying, bro, it's not Allstar JR that's talking, bro. It is the NBA camp, Ben 10 and them boys, whoever was in that hospital, shot up. But Dawgface also has something else to say. And I'm going to let this ride at the end. But before I do that, man, y'all hit that like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that hype button to get this video into that algorithm. It's your boy BT Scoop. I'm out. Stay tuned, though, because this video right here, look, Dawgface going to go crazy.
And another thing, let me get you niggas together right quick. Because the story is changing. The order of events are changing. First of all, when these niggas first of all, Allstar JR ain't talked to no motherfucking police. They talked to his lawyer only. The reason why they picked up JR is because these whole ass niggas who sit in that hospital fucked up, shot up, beat up, paralyzed, sitting in that motherfucking getting manicures and pedicures. Them bitch ass niggas and sitting there and made a motherfucking statement. That's what's most likely to have happened. They ain't talked to JR. They only talked to JR's lawyer. That's number one. Right? And now it's a whole new switch. I want y'all niggas to sit back and peep how these niggas planning. Now, academics who's obviously working on a campaign to restore these niggas' public image and to restore the public perception of these niggas. Because academics said when he first started reporting what he had got directly from Ben 10 and OG3, academics said they said JR was capping. They was mad about JR lying, that JR never stood over them, that JR never spit on them, that JR was on his back and he was firing wildly from the ground. And now that the pictures are coming out to disprove what they told academics, I ain't going to say academics no liar. I'm going to say now that the story is coming out that actually disproves what the fuck academics said that them NBA bitch ass niggas said to him. Now they switching the narrative. Oh, now it's, the feds want to talk to JR because, no, nigga. The feds want to talk to JR because they haven't had the opportunity. Law enforcement, whether it's state, local, or federal, wants to talk to JR because these bitch ass niggas sitting down in that motherfucking hospital all fucked up and beat up. Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it ass niggas. Them whole ass niggas sitting in the hospital talking. You mean to tell me law enforcement ain't questioning the niggas? Based on the video footage of what we seen, they were the aggressors. They were the attackers. And what happened to them appears to be justifiable retribution based on the level of aggression they was attacking JR with. That's what's most likely to have happened. That's number two. Number three, hey, academics, you said that you talked to them and you got the whole story, but that you wasn't going to spoil it because you wanted the niggas to get some money from interviews. You wanted the niggas to get paid for their story. So you're not going to say too much and they only talk to you. Sort of like what happened with me and JR, right? Okay, so the story was, oh, he lying. Listen, what happened was, JR didn't make no statement, right? He made some YouTube, YouTube videos, and he made a couple of posts on motherfucking Instagram, and he made a couple of songs. So all these niggas did was just sit back and listen to what he said on the songs, and they listened to what he said in the story post he made, and they just watched all the media. And their responses through academics, it's just been a reactionary response based on what they heard JR say. It ain't been no new information. All they did was deny everything that happened. That's all they did. Oh, he ain't spit on me. He lying. He was getting beat up. He was just firing wildly and indiscriminately from the ground. Now the pictures come out. I told y'all just to relax and be cool. Now the pictures coming out showing JR standing over this bitch ass nigga, right? And giving it to him. Niggas was talking about angles and trajectory, and from a CSI perspective, this couldn't have happened, that couldn't have happened, and this ain't what they, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Now we know it's not true. Now we know all the shit they was trying to tell the public is not true. Them niggas just simply sitting back or they sat back and they watched and they listened to everything we're saying and they crafted their response. It's like a third grade elementary approach to this shit. They crafted their response based on what they had heard, based on the information that was put out to the public up to that point. The niggas ain't gave us no truth. Don't forget, this nigga said he never got stood over. He never got spit on. He never got handled like that. They was saying he was getting beat up so bad. It was a public relation campaign. Now the public relation campaign has turned to some motherfucking police investigation shit. Because if you telling me that the feds want to talk to JR, they want to get his version of the story, and according to Cartel Bo, oh yeah, the feds, they know he gonna tell. No, they ain't what the fuck they know, nigga. The feds don't know a motherfucking thing. The feds want a motherfucker to tell. Don't forget, he never made no motherfucking statement. He got the fuck on, nigga. The only niggas who've been up under the federal watch, up under the police thumb, is them NBA niggas. They're the only niggas who've been talking to the motherfucking police. Why you leaving that part out? And to all you Detroit blogs, stop being reactionary, bro. Stop being reposters. If you wanna get to this shit, if you're gonna report, talk to people who actually are involved, or talk to people who are actually put in charge to have a conversation about what actually took place. If you can't talk to JR, to talk to a representative of JR. I'm in the media. Why you niggas ain't calling me? Not that I didn't want y'all to. That's just so we on the same page. I don't want my phone to be, my phone already doing the motherfucking Y2C, right? So it's cool. But if you a blogger from Detroit, y'all can see these niggas from Texas, right? You can see niggas are trying to line it up to make it look like that, oh, they picked up Allstar JR because they know he gonna tell. You don't know a motherfucking thing about what no nigga gonna do. So if you're a Detroit blogger, stop being reactionary. Stop being reposters. Do some due diligence. Do some actual reporting if you're going to report on some shit. Don't just simply take what somebody else is saying and repost it to your page as if that shit is brand new and that shit is a matter of fact. Don't do no shit like that, bro. Because you can see niggas that's mounting up and trying to make a nigga look bad. Niggas trying to let Jay Prince Jr. escape from this shit. We already destroyed the whole notion that Allstar JR was upset and tender about a female. We now know for an absolute fact, that it was Jay Prince Jr. who was the nigga who couldn't handle that her boyfriend, that her baby daddy, ex-boyfriend, baby daddy, was a nigga that he couldn't intimidate and couldn't run that bullshit montage shit on. That's what the fuck we know. What is you niggas talking about? Don't start that goofy ass shit. Right? If you from Detroit and you reporting on this shit, make sure you do your due diligence. Even if you can't talk to the people who are directly involved, you can't have a conversation with JR. If you can't have a conversation with me, talk to somebody who's been fed bound. Talk to a motherfucker. And it's 1,000 million niggas in Detroit who done shot niggas up, been in prison, did 20 years, came home, got exonerated. Talk to a motherfucker who's actually been in positions like this. Do what CNN do. When CNN and Fox News, when something happens, they interview motherfuckers who've actually been involved with situations similar to the ones that are making the headlines. And then they draw up on the preponderance of what they think most likely happened based on talking to people who have been in situations that are similar to the one that's in the motherfucking news making the headlines. Man, y'all cut that bullshit out, bro.